Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Ultimate Affiliate Marketing. I'm your host, it's Paul Martin here again, yet again, with another daily podcast for you. So today, I really want to talk about landing pages, right? And the effectiveness of landing pages. So what is a landing page? Well, a landing page is somewhere that you go and send someone to as an affiliate marketer, then you can then push them on towards an affiliate product, okay? Right? So that's as simple as it gets. And the first thing we want to be able to do is capture information from them, primarily an email address. And what was interesting was I was watching a video today from Spencer Meekham, and I got halfway through and got called away. But the point was, he was sending people to a landing page, which was really, really basic. Yep, the idea wasn't to confuse people. Just all they wanted to do was get their information so that they could push them on to somewhere else, okay, right? And I've done this myself in the past as well. But the problem is, if you're using paid traffic, you know, they really don't like these basic make money online type of landing pages. You have to provide value on the first page. You've got to put a bunch of disclaimers. You've got to put this, you've got to put that, and it gets thrown out, and you know, it can be an absolute nightmare. Which is why sometimes when you're using organic methods, it's so much easier, right? Or in the past, I've even used solo ads as well and got amazing opt-in rates from these things. So that's one of the things that I wanted you to consider at the moment, is that if you don't have a budget and you are trying online organic methods, then sometimes try and simplify it down. The whole idea of like a funnel, for example, is, you know, you want people to take one action. They get onto a page and you are guiding them to that one action, and they're either going to take that action or they're going to leave. So the more information that you put on that first landing page, the more opportunity you're giving them to go ahead and leave. Right, so what I would do is, if I was setting it up now, I would have a standard headline, I put a sub headline, and then ask them for their information. Right, so it can be as basic as that. Now, I tried this before, and I was getting like 60 to 70% opt-in rates. So out of 100 people, either 60 or 70 people were actually giving me the email address. But mainly it was because the way they actually arrived at that page in the first place did a lot of the work for me, okay? Right, so if you're using paid ads, you're trying to make sure that your marketing is correct, your targeting is correct, the audience you're going for is right, and everything ticks all the bells and whistles as far as the paid traffic goes. And then you've still got to make sure you're trying to sell people on the page just to give their details over, right? So there's always got to be a big promise, there's got to be a result that they're looking to head towards, and all this sort of good stuff, okay? Whereas if you go organically, the rules slightly change. You don't have to be as, I don't want to say ethical, because that's really not the right word for it, but you don't have to be so over dramatic. And I remember I was watching something else about some guy was trying to put across webinar registrations, okay, right? So it used YouTube ads to push people over to a registration page for a webinar, and it was, again, really basic. He didn't want to overflash it. There wasn't tons and tons of information on there. It was stated basically what the webinar was, what they were going to get out of it, and then an opt-in button, a picture, and not video, okay, right? So don't be putting videos on your landing pages, because, again, people have to click the video to start. They might not be in a position to listen to it, and it's not great, because then, again, they're sticking on the page too long and they're given an opportunity to leave. But then right below, it was kind of like a bullet pointed out what's happening during that webinar, okay, right? So for those people which don't click straight away and they do then want to have a look through a website, then at least it's got it right there, you know, highlighted. You're going to learn this, you're going to learn that, you're going to learn the other, and this is what we're going to do. Is the button to press again, another button, right? And that is, in essence, the most effective type of page that you can put together as a landing page, or as what we call almost like a bridge page before you get to the offer, okay? So again, if we're thinking about affiliate marketing, then I would go for one of those type of pages. If I was using organic, I would send them there. And then on the next page, which normally we class as a thank you page, but we're not doing in this case, that's where you can start delivering some training, which talks about, the problem and the solution that your affiliate product is going to help them solve, together with a button where they can go and get it, right? So you're starting off with getting people on your email list, then you're giving them some value and making sure they understand exactly what they're getting, and then you're sending them off to go and make a purchase. Hopefully that makes sense, because if you put your tracking on there as well, you can then retarget them, or you can then start sending them an email series talking about the problem, talking about the solution your product that you're an affiliate with is going to provide them. And that is really smart marketing, yeah? That is, in essence, the most streamlined and successful way that the guys right at the top do this thing, okay? Now, I've even seen people where they're getting onto the next page. So they've gone to the registration page, or the opt-in page, whichever you want to call it. And on the value page, which is where the video and the training will be, then it might be an option that they can, you'll explain to them that you've sent them a free gift via email, so they have to go and get the email. Or they'll say that there's a link in the email, so they have to go and click the link to get the free gift. That's even better when it comes to warming your email list up, because that means they've not only gone and opened it, so sometimes these emails will just drop straight into a spam folder or a promotions folder. They'll actively go and look for it, and then they'll open it, and then they'll click a link in it, which to your email software is like, oh yeah, this is legitimate. This guy or girl is, knows what they're talking about. We're not going to hurt their delivery or anything else like that, because that sort of stuff can happen, right? And it just makes sense. This is the way to go. So you're building an email list so you can then segment out, and I've spoken about this before in the podcast. If it's your first time listening, then just make sure you subscribe, because I do this sort of stuff every day, and there's a whole ton of episodes you can go back on and have a listen to, right? So make sure that you are also then dropping a tag on people, so you know the type of offer that you're sending them, so that they are tagged to that offer, right? It's almost like segmenting your list. So if someone's interested in making money from YouTube, for example, you'll put a tag on for that. So then if there's a product which comes out later on down the line which helps people with YouTube, then you can send that segment the offer, right? Or if it's how to make money on using TikTok, then stick a tag on for that. Make sure you send stuff out which helps them with that, okay? That's the main way of segmenting your list, to maximize not only deliverability, but open rate, click-through rate, and purchase rate. Because those are the things which make all the difference to us as affiliate marketers, right? So, yeah, it's kind of crazy, but that's the sort of thing that you do need to do. And if you're starting out from scratch, get in the habit of doing it now, so you're not trying to scratch your head and chase your tail further down the line when your email list is blown up to thousands and you really don't know who opted in from what, and it's super difficult and all that jazz. So I think that'll probably about do it for tonight. It's Friday the 13th. It's supposed to be a bad luck day, but nothing bad's happened to me today, so I'm pretty pleased about that. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully I'll catch you all again tomorrow, and have a good one.